my name is Bente Mulan and I play Eliza Hamilton in Hamilton, and I'll be giving you a little backstage tour. Follow me! So here we are in our lovely green auditorium. Right now they're cleaning the stage for this evening's performance, and as you can see there's a lot of seats in this auditorium. It goes up really high and we've got 1,550 seats. Usually we can see all the way up right around here, the 5th row. And I don't know if the people actually know, but we can see their facial expressions. We can see when they sing along. And I think it's really funny because during Room Where It Happens, I'm right up there, I'm watching the scene, and then there's a spot on the one who plays Burr, but that spot reaches that seat over there. So the person all the way in the corner is fully lit, and I can always see what they're thinking. Let's go Substage. This is where the sisters get ready before the show, because all the other principals in the ensemble get dressed in their dressing rooms, but because we've got such nice big dresses, we don't want the dressers to carry them all the way up to our dressing room. So we have our own little dressing room right underneath the stage. This is our little dressing room. And here we got a few of my costumes. This is the dress I start the show in. No idea if this is illegal, but I already did it. So this is my first dress, our parchment dress, because we start the show as the storytellers and we're not in our full character yet. And then I move on to the famous Skylar sister dress. This might be one of my favorite. I love the color, but what's even more nice is that during Helpless, I take off the top, keep the skirt, and then pop this one over it. So it looks like a completely different dress, but it's actually just the top and the train. I really love this Angelica, part of Angelica's costume. I really just love the color actually, but this is so sophisticated. Here we have the King's crown, King George's crown. And a little fun fact about this crown is that from the audience you might think, oh, that's a nice little furry pattern. This is not some fur, it's the hidden microphone. And inside, so the king wears this as his microphone, and then inside the little mic pack is hidden. So whenever, before he gets on stage, one of the sound people gives him the crown, put it on, and then he's ready to go. And here we are on stage left. Welcome. Before I'll show you the stage, these are a few, well, these are costumes. I was going to say props, because here we have some of the props as well. Some of the Reynolds pamphlets. We have lots of papers. I believe it's around 160 letters in the show. I might be wrong. A lot. Here we have the famous burn lantern. Lantern. Is it a lantern? Yeah, a lantern. Famous burn lantern. You can just keep that in. Just mess up my words in daily life, not on stage. And one of the letters that I'm burning. And if you get a closer look, no, maybe not too close, but I'll give you a very quick look. There's actually things written on the letter, which I actually read on stage in multiple scenes, but also in burn. And I usually stare at the words, I love you, which make me really because I'm like, wait, spoilers. Let's not do that. Anyway, they're real letters and I'm really burning them and they're really catching fire. And then, you ready? And here we are on stage. As you can see, we also have a revolve in the show. And a little fact about that is that in, for example, Helpless, the revolve turns clockwise. And in the song after, in Satisfied, the revolve turns counterclockwise because we are rewinding. We're going back in time. And that actually happens a few times throughout the show. And I think it's just genius. I'll quickly show you my dressing room. Here we are, room E. And I actually have something really cool to show you. It's something my dresser in Holland made for me when she found out that, because I was in Frozen before this in Holland, I just moved here. And she made me a little goodbye present, which I think is really, really cool. She made a replica of the dress. It's a real silk. She's been working on it for months, and it's the most wonderful, thoughtful gift I could ever get. It was really, really cool. This is actually a very special picture. It's from my grandma, and this is the last show she watched me in before she passed. This was in Aladdin. I was playing Jasmine, and this was just the most special show I've ever done. It was really beautiful to share that moment with her. So I bring this in every single dressing room I go into. Pre-show routine. Well, I get in around 5:30. Depends on if I want to eat here or have my food at home. Do my makeup, and then we have warm-up at 6, which must be in 20 minutes. And then we do our physical warm-up and vocal warm-up. Then I go back to my room. Usually do an extra little vocal warm-up because I don't really have pre-show rituals, but I really want to do the things that work for my voice. So that's what I do. Then the wig department comes over here because the wig room is all the way on the other side of the building. We don't have a backstage cross, so you have to go all the way Substage. So they come here to put on our wigs and get us ready, and then we get our mics on during the wigs, get a mic check, and then we go Substage, where we were before, where I showed you the dresses. We get dressed, and then we start the show backstage in the wings. And we usually have a little ritual where we circle up, just put all of our hands in the center, and usually Jordan Castle says something funny, something inspirational. Like I said, we're laughing a lot. And we just make sure that we start the show as a group. I'm gonna get ready for warm-up and prep for the show. Thank you, StageDoor, for coming, and I really hope that you enjoy the show.